Is the first modern Greco-Roman tutorial on YouTube. You can use this tutorial to improve your style in Greco-Roman wrestling, MMA, freestyle wrestling, or any other combat sport that involves grappling. Chapter 1. Stance. This is the stance from another view. Make sure this is your stance. Knee, head and toe all on the same line. Chapter 2. Making contact. You don't want to reach your hands like this.
You should rather bring your body to your opponent's body, hands out and alert. And
You'll rather get your body in to make contact with your elbows glued in. You can do this too.
contact with the hands. They'll bring the shoulder in, make contact here, then contact with the hands.
Using your opponent as a post, putting your full weight on opponent or leaning into the opponent is a big mistake, as they can snap you down. A purpose of contact is to try to get some sort of tie, as shown. Chapter 3. Tie-ups. The first tie-up is wrist control. This is the Russian 2-on-1 tie. Here it is from another angle. The right arm of the blue guy is pulling the red guy elbow to his body. The underhook tie-up. The underhook is one of the most dominant TRs in Greco-Roman. This is the double underhook tie-up.
Principles are the same. Pull the tie up or pull the lock high, keep the hips in.
Here are some finishes with the double underhook. Here's another takedown. This shows how dominant the double underhook is. The pinch headlock is one of the less used tie-ups in MMA. Done a tutorial on it before. Here are some takedowns from this tie-up.
Just look at the great body position as he secures the pinch headlock and finishes it with this pinch headlock throw.
Pummeling is hand fighting for a more dominant position or tie-up.
Process of fighting for a dominant controlled position of technique. To demonstrate, I'll bring my partner out here and we'll just take a look at, first off, the common idea of pummeling is this.
This is
Both
not
wrestlers
pummeling.
are
This
in and
is
out,
wrong.
digging for underhooks, but as you can see, with that type of a pummel drill, neither wrestler is
This is
established a
correct
dominant
pummeling with
position.
technique
Now,
and
if we
control.
do this drill and use this little method or technique to dig for an underhook and control an underhook and prevent our opponent from pummeling
Try keeping your
then
underhook.
that's a good
Your
technique
goal is
because
to
I've
reach
pummeled into
the
a
double
position
underhook.
where I've established dominant
The more
control with
sunken
my
you're under,
underhook.
the better.
Pummel back the other side, dominant control to a double underhook, which is made
Lock your
my
hand and
pummeling,
elbows after getting the double
count for a
underhook. You don't only control the hand position, you also want to control hip and knee position. In MMA and freestyle, fighters tend to lean a bit to avoid throws, which will be explained later.
Outside position, also inside position here. You can see again I've established dominant position here with my leg and also dominant position here with my tie-up.
To clear the double underhook, tie you circle and pummel. Remember to lower your hips a bit. Hips are center of mass.
Underhook position, again I'm being controlled. I'm going to settle my hip back, pinch my arms here, circle, create a little bit of space, pummel back in, back to more of a dominant position. Now,
If his
from the
elbows are
underhook
tight,
or the
here's
double
another way
underhook position,
to clear the double
If I try
underhook.
this technique where I circle my hips and try to pummel in and he stays tight, I need to try something different. Another way is this, reaching up to the head, pull the head, also blocking, trapping the knee a little bit. Now I've created the space I need to be able to pummel back in and clear my arm. Those are just a few ways.
Chapter 5. Off balancing. Off balancing purposes are to Score points in Greco only set up for TRs or takedowns. To establish dominance, more dominant position. The idea of balancing is by creating pressure then reversing the pressure. Creating pressure can be done by making contact and pushing under control, then reversing the push to a pull, which is reversing pressure you don't want. To push out of control as therefore you can get. Snap down as shown.
And my opponent can snap and off-balance me. So when you push and make contact,
Here's the correct
this
way
leg
to
goes
do it.
forward, hip position solid, I'm controlling my tie, I'm pushing. As I push, I create pressure, and then very simply I can reverse that pressure to off-balance my opponent.
Here's another way
Position is a
to
very
off-balance
common
your
position.
opponent.
Now from this position, again, maintaining good position with the feet, pushing forward a little bit, pressure here, and then off-balance back to the side. So we went from
And
same
another.
position. We're going to start with that kind of pressure here. He resists back. I created pressure this way. I'm going to come right back.
Chapter 6. Penetration Steps. Here's a demonstration of the inside penetration step. Watch how he steps. And here's a demonstration of the outside penetration step. Chapter 7. Common body attacks. Here's the reach around body attack. Here's an arm drag out step. This an arm drag out step. Here's a duck under body attack. Here's a slide by attack. Here's a high dive attack. Chapter 8. Centering.
Took a look at common body attacks, and I think now is an appropriate time to talk about centering.
Centering is like the sprawl-in freestyle or MMA, which aims to get your hips away from the attacker. Here's our demonstration on how to center in Greco.
And reach around attack, gets backing away. I'm going to recover back up to some kind of an attack control position. See the same thing on an arm drag attack. He attacks, he goes for the hip, and there's the hip backing away, circle, circle, circle.
Chapter 9. Common body finishes. Here are some common finishes from the body in Greco Roman.
Here we're going to take a look at our common finishes from the body. This is the part that makes Greco Roman a real exciting sport.
Chapter 10. The point of the bridge is not to get pinned. Shoulders shouldn't touch the mat if you don't know Greco. Rules, check my other videos. Legs close to hips, not extended. Head on mat.
Here's an example of the bridge as using the gut wrench technique.
Here are some drills to use for common body finishes and in Greco Roman in general. Those are good drills for creating power, especially for the suplex. This is good for warming up. This is good for common body finishes too.
Now we're going to take a look at the back step. The back step is a penetrate. We start in our stance, step and penetrate. Now we're going to bring our back leg and bring our toe to our heel. We're actually going to cross over. There's not many times in wrestling where you cross over. This is one of them. Low, step and penetrate, toe to heel.
In the
Low
back step,
stance,
you want to
step
be
and
on the balls
penetrate,
of your
level
feet.
change,
Knees
toe to
bent,
heel.
hips bent.
Drop, lock, and here's the hip hop. Out.
For a killer rep.
This is a hip hop.
Okay, now we'll take a look at a hip hop from a back step position. Same thing, we're going to step here, back step in. All right, the next skill area we're going to look at are grips. Grips are very important.
Grips are not looked on as important, although they are one of the most important aspects of the game. The first grip, knuckle lock grip or S-grip, fairly strong, gives a lot of space
Here.
and mobility
This grip
to adjust.
of all grips allows for the most extension and the most mobility. You can tighten this grip up by pinching the elbows and pulling in tight with the arms. You can make it loose and long when you need leverage.
Second grip would be a cable grip or hand clasp grip.
Grip, which again allows for
It's considered stronger than the S-grip. It has less mobility than the S-grip, but a fair amount of it. This is a butterfly grip. The butterfly grip is considered the tightest, used in gut wrenches, mobility.